Impasse venue.
A special thanks to the supporters, who have embraced our project to build our eco-village. You are our cornerstone. The energy of the planets. Now we will be introduced to the 7 planets, their iki, and we will also name the angels that work in these spheres, but we will not go into detail about them, as they belong to more elaborate systems, which will be taught later, when you are more prepared, with more magical authority, to succeed with the evocation of these beings. Their names are in this class, just for you to memorize. We have already worked with the Earth, Sun and Moon iki, but the time has come to delve deeper into the subject. The energies of the other planets are one of the variants that intersect with the energy of the Earth, as in a weave of fabric, influencing everything here. Sun. Magnanimity and pride. Color. Gold, yellow and orange. Day of the week. Sunday. Stones. Stones with a yellow, orange or golden hue. Metal. Any yellow or gold metal. Herbs. Chamomile, sunflower, cinnamon, oak. Perfume. Frankincense, sandalwood. Sign. Leo. Finger. Ring finger. Element. Fire. Direction. South. Chakra. Solar plexus. Sun acts as a guide for what you came here to do here on Earth. Representing your truth, who you really are and what you can't help but be. Your will. It is abrasive, assertive, energetic, illuminating, blunt and healing. Linked to personal brilliance, power, magic and the oracular gift. In archetypal forms it is represented by Buddha, Jesus, Horus, Mitra, Helios, Surya, among others. The yellow flowers also represent this astro. The characteristics of the Sun, being an active planet, are providing life, attracting, heating, burning, shining, acting, growing, making important decisions, giving, succeeding, victory, enlightenment, healing. The truth is in what you give to the world and not in receiving. How to discover your truth. Truth is not discovered, it manifests itself. And the way it manifests is for you to distance yourself from every practice that is a lie. Only do what you know or feel you should do. So the question remains. What did you come here to do? Many are wasting time and energy on unimportant things and attracting things of equal value. The Sun, for example, is a great attractor, as it attracts by gravity. And what is your solar power attracting right now? The magician's way was never an act of magic, ease, and passion. It is an arduous path, where at every corner, we find ourselves and we must overcome this. Self. It's knowing alchemy. Understanding what the search for the philosopher's stone is, knowing that you are the lead willing to dissolve and coagulate, transmute yourself into gold. Gold equals shine. So shine. But be careful with your brightness. The light illuminates, but it can dazzle, blind. As everything in the universe is dual, the Sun does not escape this law. The yellow sun attracts by gravity and its counterpart too, the black sun. When a great leader attracts crowds, he is ruled by his solar power, shining, warming hearts, lighting the way for his followers to follow. An example that we can give would be Moshe. Moses, who followed an entire hero's journey and led his people out of Egypt according to the Abrahamic religions. But its counterpart rules the same way, for example Hitler. It is up to you to perceive the differences between these forces so that you are not guided or become a guide by the negative energies of the Sun. So get to know yourself, discover your will, your truth. Know yourself and you will know the universe. Know the truth and the truth will set you free. Or knowing yourself, you will know God. These are ready-made phrases and even trivialized these days, but they are very important to understand. Shine like the yellow sun, but have the humility to say, I only know that I know nothing. Because, in this sentence, there is immense wisdom, because to know that nothing is known, you have to know everything you know. Complex, but reflect a little, because these are things that no magician can do for you. The sun brings to light what you are not seeing. Exercise 79. Getting in sync with the sun. When the sun rises, or when you get up in the morning, face east and say, "Salutations to you, mighty Sunday, fill my day with your glow and your warmth." When the sun goes down, turn to the west and say, "Salutations to you, mighty Sunday, may your energy sustain me until I feel your warmth again." This greeting must be done even if it is cloudy. Seasons of the year. Just as we align with the energies of the sun, we can align with the seasons. In spring, we can register the projects we want to start and plant the seeds to manifest them. In summer, we use the power of the season to strengthen energy for our projects. In autumn, we reap the harvest of our efforts and pay attention to what we want to remove from our lives. And in winter, like the night, is a time of introspection, dreams, and planning for the new year. Exercise 80. Perceive the seasons. Next year, make notes in your notebook at the solstices and equinoxes. Around March 21st, September 21st, June 21st, and December 21st. Record temperature, sunrise and sunset times, and weather. What were you feeling? What were you wearing? Exercise 81. Seasons. Spring. Greetings to you, sun, on your passage through the year. May your renewal bring the freshness of joy into my life. Summer. Greetings to you, sun, on your passage through the year. May your strength bring power into my life. Autumn. Greetings to you, sun, on your passage through the year. May your rest bring purification to my life. Winter. Greetings to you, sun, on your passage through the year. May the light return. Almost all human cultures celebrate the return of the sun on the winter solstice. Christmas, Hanukkah, and the pagan Yule carnival coincide with each other's days. Gardening provides an excellent demonstration of these principles. If you take care of a garden, even a potted plant, in your apartment window, you will quickly discover that the concept of the four seasons is quite broad. Exercise 82. Prosperity Vase. Buy basil, mint, or dill and a vase. As you bury the seeds, say to yourself, "As these seeds grow, my prosperity increases." Write prosperity symbols and affirmations on the vase. Place the plant in a sunny location. Moon. Humility and sloth. Color. Silver, white, light blue and gray. Day of the week. Monday. Stones. Selenite, hematite, opal, amethyst, moonstone, quartz, fluorite, pearl. Metal. Silver. Herbs. Aloe, lily, mugwort, jasmine, walnut, rule the leaves. Perfume. Jasmine, gardenia. Zodiac sign. Cancer. Element. Water. Direction. West. Chakra. Heart. This energy deals a lot with our emotional plane. As a representative of all femininity that rules the world, it touches our feminine characteristics, both in men and women. It makes us confront our inner side, our shadows. With welcoming power, this energy makes us collect the semen and in the midst of so many stimuli, makes us choose just one to be generated. This brings us illusion to choices. So, get in touch with your doubts, with your emotions and sift everything in your emotional process, thus starting to live honestly with your emotional universe. It governs our sensations, how we see and feel the world around us. When what we see is not enough, it brings us intuition to make decisions. All magic, witchcraft, mysteries, fertility, femininity and women are under the dominion of the moon. When we clean our sentimental universe, we have more contact with this force, which brings us much more manifestations of intuition and clairvoyance. As ruler of water, she has great dominion in the world and in us, as we are 70% made of water. We can say that the human being, before being rational, is emotional. Understand the differences between your emotions, name each one of these variations, and purge everything you don't want to manifest in your life. This is part of alchemy. Understand the reason for these sensations. Put it on the scale and see if you're really right to find yourself like this. Have the humility to apologize if you are wrong. By being aware of your emotions, you will have more power, both in the magical and in the everyday world. Lunar energy is intuitive, subtle, protective, mysterious, comforting, emotional, unconscious, sentimental, perceptive, passive, and reveals what shadows hide. Phases of the moon. The energy of the moon, within many magical traditions, is very important in the functioning of a ritual, spell, or magic. Its energy is changeable according to the phase of the full moon. Ideal for spells of love and passion, fertility, sex, binding and sweetening. For courage, willpower, expanding businesses, standing out, and weddings. Exercise 83. Getting in sync with the full moon. When you see the full moon, say, "Salutations to the silver disk of the moon. Fill my life with your strength." Waning moon. Ideal for getting rid of addictions, eliminating conflicts, cleaning, unloading, ending cycles, and putting an end to something necessary. Exercise 84. Getting in sync with the waning moon. Greetings to the silver star that is the moon. Wash my life, cleaning it. New moon. Ideal for putting new projects into practice, starting courses and activities, having change in all areas. Exercise 85. Getting in sync with the new moon. Greetings to the black disk of the moon. Teach me your secrets. Crescent moon. Ideal for growth and expansion spells, protection and spiritual evolution, love stability, love sweetening, and prosperity. Exercise 86. Getting in sync with the crescent moon. Greetings to the silver bow of the moon. Fill my life with your renewal. Dark moon. Period when the moon is not seen in the sky, which is the 3 days before the new moon. You should not do any kind of ritual and have a lot of control over negative thoughts and vibrations during this period. Lunar time. Women have a regular monthly rhythm, like the moon, which is the menstrual period. This period is often called lunar time. It is a sacred cleansing time. Some sexual rituals should be done during this period. Some cultures treat this period as a time for reflection. Women are withdrawn from common social life and spend a few days resting. Other cultures had women in this period as dirty and prevented them from doing some tasks, such as cooking, for example. This was one of the questions to know if a woman was a witch in inquisitorial times. If the woman did some task, being menstruated or in the period of guard, she would be a witch. In any case, it is a significant force that is available to women, which can be added to the other energies invoked in a magic ritual. Practice rituals when you are on your period and when you are not. Save the first day for the renewal of your body, because the forces can fluctuate and you can lose control of that force. Work around the 3rd day of your cycle. Write down in your notebook if you felt any difference. There are many practices with menstrual blood that are extremely powerful. Planting the moon. It consists of collecting your menstrual blood, diluting it in water, and discarding it in nature, in order to enter into a connection with it. It is a way of celebrating female fertility. Using kachaka. One of the best potions you can make with blood is to choose aged kachaka for the potion, rather than kitchen alcohol. That's because the smell of kachaka attracts more entities, depending on the work you do. The older the kachaka, the more it will enhance the flavor of the blood. This potion can be used as a sacrifice, offering, binding. Add honey to the potion and you have sweetness as well. Drinks with blood. You don't need to use a lot of blood to give your target, in the case of the binding or sweetening objective, for example. 3 drops in coffee is enough. Don't forget to use honey to sweeten the potion. It is also possible to add 3 drops to alcoholic beverages. In this case, the blood must be fresh, that is, collected at the moment it is added to the target's drink. Another example of a drink is blood with berries, especially strawberries and raspberries. So the question remains, but how can I add my blood to my target's drink without him noticing? Which is all over the world. Women all over the world wear jewelry for secret purposes. Rings with secret compartments, for example, are called poison rings and are easily found on the internet. For this function, it is recommended to use silver rings, previously cleaned, purified, and consecrated. In this case, use specific silver products. It is recommended that spiritual purification be done with incense. Food with blood. It is also possible to add blood to sacred food. In this case, it must also be fresh blood. Ideally, it should be a sweet food when it comes to blood and salty when it comes to semen. It is also not necessary to add many drops of blood to the food. Here is an example of a light cake recipe. Sealing contracts or increasing the effect of spells. Blood can also be used as an astral signature. In this way, just one drop is enough to seal contracts of any kind. Blood is also used to increase the effect of any spell. In case you want, for example, to enhance the use of your sigils, as Jan Fries describes in his book Visual Magic. Moon blood. When we talk about moon blood, that is, female blood, we have the most diverse types of potions that can be made. Fresh potion. Any in which the blood has been collected at once and used immediately afterwards during the potion of the entire cycle. When the blood is collected every month for 4 months, stored and concentrated. Dream potion. When the vessel where the blood is stored is next to the woman while she sleeps. His intention, in this case, is to transform the container into a kind of dream battery. Potion bathed in the moon. In the case, the container is placed to take a moon bath after having been consecrated. Moon powder. When the blood is put to dry, crystallized and stored. We were introduced to the forces that most influence us. In the next classes, we will be introduced to the other planets that influence us. Thank you for reaching the end of this video. If you liked it, like, share and, if you can, consider supporting this channel so that our project can reach more people. Support links in the description.
Impasse veni, impasse vado.